Alright, guys, I believe this is an MFJ ticket. I believe this is an MFJ ticket number. Right? MFJ. So what do we got here? We got a date of, what's the message from, what is that, Rob? What's Rob at March 17th? The amp should be on its way back to you by either the end of the day or tomorrow. And that was what? What date was that from Rob? Okay. Now I'm going to open the other ticket where it says the tracking number. Okay, here's a present for Mr. Enforeskin, okay? So likes to talk like he knows the facts, okay? Here we go. We got an MFJ ticket. Second return on warranty. Second return. So let's see. Let's go down here. Let's see here. Here we go. Here's the message from Mike. Mike. The unit is being shipped out today. You should receive a tracking number later on this evening when UPS tracks the package. Okay? So, let's see. Here's me thanking him, blah, 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 blah. Here's them sending me the tracking number. So they send me a tracking number, right? Hold on, junkie. I'm too busy eating up your bullshit stories to the public here. Let's see. Look at the date there, guys. The date is 3/20/2015. Mike, here's your tracking numbers. Tracking numbers on 3/19/2015. There's a tracking number. Check it out. Okay, which means the amp arrived yesterday to me. Yesterday it arrived. And 20 minutes later, after its arrival, here you go. Wow, look at that. Mike, no need to say I'm very irate, blah, 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 now that my box was working more when it left than it came back. Anyway, see the date on that, boy? See the date on him giving me the tracking number? No, Enforcer, what I did for this video gate was severely tear up your alleged bullshit story about the box, where it's been. I gave you some real good close-ups of the MFJ ticket correspondence when they sent me the tracking number on March 19th of 2015, which you can pop up on the screen and see it was delivered yesterday at about 2 in the afternoon or 4 in the afternoon, and 20 minutes later, there I am filling out another ticket there. But hey, that's good for you. So when you rewind and hear, when public hears what you said about this alleged story of my box, they're going to laugh you right in the face, son.
Richard, I heard, I had to beg the firm, but I heard you got a job in the West Village at Dick's Skate Bar. Is this true? As a bouncer. I got to get this confirmed. Is this true, sir?
Well, you know, I'd really hate to hang out with your kind of men and the people you talk to and the places you go. So glad when they listen close, they know you never met Richie. Thank the Lord.
Well, yeah, you know why? You never met me, because you're still talking. But, you know, if you ever come away from that mic, and you ever step to me sideways, Richard, you're gonna be drinking chicken broth for about 5 months. To a straw. You know what I mean by that. And I'm back out.
No, I don't know what you mean, but I promise you, if I ever get the notion and say to my own little feeble brain I'm going to go kick the living shit out of Enforcer, I will be sure to go out to the store and buy a pair of Kevlar gloves for my wishful thinking. Ha 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 ha! Don't forget, 21-0 as long as you stay on the island and never come and try and do anything you said. You know why? Those drivers that yelled at you that says Richie's been out here 30 years, those hitmen you kind of like worry about that I might have taken out, well, you could hear some of their war stories about guys that actually tried to go after Richie. Let's see what you hear about that, Mr. Gossip Queen. Oh!
Never heard one person out here ever claim that you were out here 30 years helping out the truck drivers. Never. Not one testimony. This is all in your mind. This is all delusional fantasies that you create within your inner psyche.
Really? So 2 weeks ago in the video gate when the driver's screaming and yelling at you, I think it's one of the two drivers fight back video gates, while that man's telling you, you're fighting and cursing back and forth and cursing him out because of what he's saying. Well, anybody out here who wants to hear what I'm saying, cb19nyc, drivers fight back, and listen to all the things Mr. Enforcer can't hear. But he's arguing with the man about the fact. Richie is quiet.
Let me hear the proof. Otherwise, all it is just another lie coming out of your mouth. It's all good, Richard. You've been exposed for the debt rag that you are, the cheat, the fraud, the crackhead junkie. Everyone knows who you are. That's why everyone clowns you, whether it's here, 31, 37. Everyone clowns you. No one's bringing anything to your house. First of all, they don't want to get robbed. No one's going to park outside a crackhead's in a crackhead neighborhood, number one. Number two, you have no skills. You're putting out there for the second time that an amplifier is being repaired. You're on this road every day. What does that say? A legitimate technician, first of all, wouldn't even have to send the amplifier back. If you were competent in radio repair, you would fix it yourself. Oh, it's under warranty. No. You void the warranty once you what was that? Slip a wire to have an HF amplifier transmit up to 800 gigahertz. Is this not true? Come on, you're a clown, man. No one takes you seriously. Slap. You're lucky you're not in front of me. I'll slap that fucking taste out of your mouth.
Well, Mr. Enforcer, I do slap the taste out of your mouth when you say one thing and the video gates here and prove another. When the drivers do listen to that video gate, drivers fight back. They hear the man telling you Richie's been out here 30 years doing radios and selling amplifiers all over the highways and truck stops. You're arguing with the man. You would like to believe I'm a junkie. You claim that you have a video, but yet you tell all the police, all right, so I may not have any proof you're smoking crack at this time, but you're still a junkie. You know, Mr. Enforcer, you're very jealous. It's drivers fight back, and I love my gates. I love what they do, because when they hit rewind, they call Richie a pro, and that's why it gets the views it gets. But hey, you could paint me up and wish I was your junkie self. You could paint me up and wish that I was the kind of man that left the crack pipe in his brother's home with the children's reach, so his brother is losing his children. You know, you could paint me up to be just that, but I'm sorry. I don't live with my brother or my mommy or anybody else. I pay for my place daily and I live on my own. So even if I was a malfunction degenerate, I wouldn't have to worry about taking anybody's kids with me. Now I gotta go on the side there and take a piss, but I will be back. That last video gate, yeah buddy, I'm on the side, drivers. Don't forget, if drivers fight back, to hear what Mr. Enforcer fears. Richie's quiet.
You got a piss bucket right near your radio. It takes you approximately 2.2 seconds to come back to the mic. I know you're not going to no bathroom. You're pissing right near your radio, you pig.
All right, I'll be back in a minute here, boys. I'll see you in about 2 minutes, guys.
There you go. He's got a peanut butter jar. See, even the drivers out there know your filthy habits, Richard. And that didn't come from my mouth. Go ahead, driver. Take care of that junkie, Richie 127, that crackhead, wannabe radio repairman. Rip him a new asshole. By the way, This is breaking news. Richie 127, a.k.a. Richie Radio, Richie Crackhead, has a new job in the West Village. He works at Dick's Bar. Dick's Gay Bar as a bouncer. Video will prove it. I just got to get a hold of it. They call me enforcer of truth and justice, the American way. And I'm back out. Cam all day.
He ain't more than obsessed with Richie. He fears Richie. Mr. Enforcer, is that on the same videotape of me allegedly smoking crack last year on Utica Avenue recently? I mean, the inquiring minds out here would like to know. You hear that man out there tell you you're obsessed with Richie? Tell him the truth. Your boys can't match Richie, and you're jealous of what Richie is. A real gunslinger on and off the bike of Bakwa.
A gunslinger? You're a pipe-wielding crackhead.
So says the pipe-wielding crackhead.
Go on, Mr. J. No, I change the mic. Dirty junkie. Go ahead, this works out.
The junkie who makes a nitwit out of you. Hey, if I was a junkie, I'd make more of a nitwit out of you. Ain't that a bitch?
I appreciate you. Oops.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a bona fide junkie. I'm a mad pothead and a mad CB radio junkie. I am a CB junkie.
Richie, did you not say you smoke between an eighth and a quarter of an ounce a day of weed? Did you not say this?
Actually, I believe I said exactly that. Oh, this is the third time you repeated it. You actually got it correct. Why, yes, I did. I smoke between an eighth or a quarter ounce every 24 hours. And you know what? I pay for that too, on top of my rent and on top of all my other necessities. Doesn't that just hurt you, dude, that radio work provides all that for Richie? I just gotta know, does that hurt that radio work provides his $25 a day daily rent, his cigarette packs, and all that ganja daily on top of his food? Wow.
Well, let's do the math, Richie. You said in your own words you make $48 a day. You got a cigarette habit, an eighth to a quarter of an ounce of weed habit, right? Then you got food. You don't have to worry. You go to Checker Burgers, and you go in the dumpsters, or you go to the tables and clean out the place of uneaten food. So I understand where you get your...
Yeah, he's all fucked up in the head, dude. He don't know where to turn or how to spin it.
You know what? $48 a day to support various habits. Well, then again, it's supplemented by $300 a week as a CI for the local PD. Confidential informants for those who don't know what that means. So $300 a week plus your begging, plus your cocksucking. It probably adds up.
Well, Mr. Enforcer, if I was any kind of confidential informant, it wouldn't be that confidential. But inside any event, I do believe I stated that in the worst scenario, my minimum overhead is $48 a day. Not that I make $48 a day. I said on my worst day, all I need to ever make is $48 daily. $25 for the daily rent, $4 for the pack of smokes, and $10 for the minimum bag of ganja. So if I had a bad day, dude, and I managed to pull this off every day, what is my daily bad day requirement? So it's safe to say, that being the lowest ceiling account, I'm always making that a better, right? Doesn't that hurt? That radio work provides all that for Richie? Richie must be doing something right out here. Yeah, but I guess when you live home with mommy, you really wouldn't know what it's like to pay for your own mother and daughter apartment for $25 daily in a nice private home on a beautiful Doctor's Row right across from Kingsbrook Jewish Community Hospital. Couldn't ask for a nicer neighborhood. One of the most ritziest Hasidic Jewish hospitals, and right on the same street, couple of 100 feet from the driveway, is Richie. Wow, what a nice neighborhood. Doctor's Row is what they call these homes. Doctor's Row, because they're all occupied by doctors and hospital staff and have been for 3 decades. Oh, I'm sorry. That must mean a real nice work neighborhood. Probably no schools or drug spots or hangouts for, goddamn, at least a half a mile or better from here.
Sisters Row. Who gives a fuck? They're all fucking pieces of shit row houses. Who cares?
Well, according to that guy, man, it's crack spots and the ghetto neighborhood and some trashy apartment building. I feel what you're driving, man, but you know, I guess coming from somebody that lives home with mommy and daddy and brothers and you know, when the cops go there, they find his crack pipe on the dresser, so now his brother's got to lose the kids to child services. I mean, you know, while he tries to paint me up, none of my stuff is in the police blotter. All this stuff about him and his family are right there in the police blotter. Oh, and let's not to forget, just to back up the police blotter, there's always 3 different Facebook accounts. I really don't want to name them because I don't want this video being rejected. Ah ha 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 ha. But I'll be more than happy to give them to you when I'm not video gating. I tend to do that without the gates running. I'm sorry, I don't hear a member of the Parliament Dope family clan saying anything. I wonder why. Hey, it wasn't Uncle Richie's crack pipe on the dresser. Uncle Richie don't smoke crack. That's why Uncle Richie gets to do what he does every day out here. Ain't that a bitch?
Still out here, junkie. You still ranting and raving, crackhead.
Yeah, but you see, it's not my name in the Long Island Newsday police blotters now, is it, Mr. P-Man?
I'd love to visit you. You should, stop by the house. Being that you keep on mentioning this person's name and address. Why don't you stop by? Why don't you shake his hand? Maybe you'll be invited in for some coffee and bagels. Being that you like putting people's name and address out there, being that the CI that you are, but it comes second nature to a rat like you. That's all you do is give out information. Don't you have any shame, any sense of pride and dignity, self-respect? You're a shameless individual, a man with short arms and a little baby mushroom. That's your story, man. That's your MO.
No, sir, Mr. Enforcer. I cannot have any shame while I'm out here serving up truth and justice so hardcore that it rattles you. No, I don't care about that man or his address or what's in the Long Island Newsday, but I know that man is out here crying, swearing he's seen me up the block from that home in a car full of people walkie-talkies. So why should I have to be embarrassed or be shamed? When I give these drivers information, it gets looked up, it gets verified. Richie gets 3 points. When they hear you saying one thing and trying to convince them of another, and they look shit up on Richie's government name, they don't find any of that. But when they hear you saying, wow, that everything you said a little while ago was an outright lie, so it makes me look even better. So no, sir, I really have no shame, Mr. P-Man. And just remember, it's not my crack pipe that's getting your niece and nephew thrown into foster services. The King of New York, I'm standing by.
Are you finished now? Do you feel better? Now smoke your pipe and relax. Take it easy.
Well, I wish I did smoke a pipe. As a matter of fact, I do have enough weed here that if I had a bong or a pipe, I could actually fill it a couple of times. That's the beauty of it. I'm going to go on the side and roll me a mega fat spliff now. The fast talking, slow walking, needle dancing, skip shooting, audio slinging, big badge wielding, holding the wall, CB shop. No doubt about it, the mad pothead behind the wheel, RC127. Ain't nothing changed but the date and time, Richie Clare.
That guy's such a fucking pussy. He's got to key up when you're talking to say something, because he can't say it to your face.
Yes, he sure is that enforcer. He really is, dude. And driver, I commend you for noticing that, driver. I'm surprised for you being one of the RDX guys that even you noticed that. But you know what, driver? I know the man broadcasts some serious facts, and when I follow his instructions, I come up with the right shit, just for the hell of it. Danger just said, let me go drive by here one morning while all this is going down, and let's see if it's the right place. So when I get emails and messages on YouTube saying, you're right again, Richie, I gotta feel good, man, really.
Stand for Richie, 73.
He does that all the time on his videos. talks all over you. That's not free speech. That's not commentary. That's what he does on his YouTube.
He's not talking about me. He's talking about you.
You saw that. That's what Richie does all the time in his videos. He doesn't let the other party speak. He talks right over them. Well, at least someone's watching your videos and exposing your fraud, Richard.
He was talking about you, Mr. Enforcer. Did you hear the same man say good morning and he's going 10-7 to me and that I'm right? Shame on you. Another lie right on the video gate at 20 minutes. 20 minutes in the gate, 1950, whatever. Mr. Enforcer, you're not that good. The king of New York is sidestepping. I'm going on the side. Drivers, my little obsessed, insecure, fatal attraction, fag boy is all yours, guys. Handle it as you wish.
Stories and episodes that don't exist.
Wow, look at that.
But that's all right. See, that's drugs talking. When Richie talks out there, 127, that's crack. That's crack speaking.
Just remember, it's not my crack pipe getting the Parliament kids taken away and put into foster services. That's all Richie can celebrate. The king of New York, and I'm quiet.
Sit on this planet, say, I'm proud to be a crack.
You're right, driver. He does key up over me when I'm talking because he don't want to expose the facts. Hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're in the street, homeless, begging. Richard, come clean, brother. I'm just trying to help you.
It's not my name in the police blotter in Long Island Newsday. Possession of O. Possession of O.
Come on, put the pipe down, brother. The truth will set you free. Put it down. Come on. I'm here to help you, brother.
The truth does set me free. Now I'm going to go on the side, smoke a big fat spliff while these drivers hand it for you for being obsessed with their radio king. I'm on the side.
Let me have my job. I'll be back.
Only fags call coffee Java. I'm on the side, guys. The fast-talking, slow-walking king of New York, serving up the P-Man family and all the facts. And guess what? I'm even going to get the newspaper. Yo, I'm allowed to post newspaper clippings. There's no privacy complaint there. There's no removal of the thumbnail. There is nothing because it's posted in the newspapers, baby. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Let me get busy, man. I got a lot of computer searching to go through, a lot of blotters to read. The king of New York is back quiet.
Okay, Blair. Oh shit, I hear you. Yo, 295, I hear you out there. I don't know, man. Shoot him up, shoot him up, shoot him up. Hey, 295, I hear you out there, man. Good morning, how are you? This coffee's good today. Good morning, Crazy Eddie. Hey, good morning, Thunderbolt. How you doing? pretty good, brother. It's kind of quiet. I didn't know if you were attacking anything yet. What's going on? They come on.
Not much, man. Just sitting back reading the mail, you know. Enjoying